Hi everyone, I'd like to share with you a prophetic dream that I had just a week ago. So a week today I had this dream where I was sliding down on what seemed like an in-between skating board and bicycle. I'm not sure if it was a bike or if it was a skating board, probably more like a skating board. But the interesting thing is, it was if it was a skating board, whatever it was something that while I was sliding down, I was concerned that I hadn't put my seatbelt on. So, and I wanted to brake, but I couldn't brake because I felt that if I put the brakes on, I would fall, because it was sliding so fast that you can't just brake, if you know what I mean. It would cause an accident for me. So anyway, so the scene changed, and then I found myself in a room with some other people. Oh, by the way, the previous scene I've just described, where I was sliding down in the middle of the road, there were other people ahead of me, or further down the road. It was interesting. So there was a feeling of I wasn't alone in sliding down. So anyway, so as I said, that scene changed, and then I'm now in a different scene where I'm in a room and I'm with some other people. And I remember, and there's another YouTuber, his name is Keith. I call him Brother Keith. His name is Keith, and his YouTube channel is called I Turn Entertainment. So anyway, so Keith was in the dream, and he was saying something. So he was saying something serious and something that we were all paying attention to. But the interesting thing was as I listened to him speak, I was, in my heart, I was very, very, very concerned for myself, and number one, for myself, and then for everybody else as well. And I was saying to myself while he was speaking, I was saying in my heart, oh dear, this is that time. This reminds me of that time I was making videos where I was saying that not everybody made it. Not everybody made it. And I said, oh Lord, please let me be one of those who will make it through. Let me be one of those who will make it through, Lord. It was like there was a real sense that we had, I don't know, but I'll just focus on the feeling of the dream. At that particular time, while Brother Keith was speaking, there was a real sense of, what was that word, urgency of prayer on my part, in my heart, that the Lord will find me worthy to make it, that I'm one of those who made it through, that, oh my goodness, this is it. This is that moment where I knew that not everybody made it. Oh dear Lord, I remember making video about this. I remember mentioning this in a video, saying that not everybody made it. Oh Lord, please let me be one of those who will make it. That's what was going on in my head as he was speaking.
So guys, nothing mentioned in this video by anyone should be taken as financial advice. And if you guys out there would want to hear the full dream, I will go ahead and leave the links in the description box. I did not put everything that's in our dream here on this very short clip. Now, I believe that the interpretation of this dream is very important. I believe that also Yah thinks that is important enough that, I should go over it here yet again, and that he would also give her this very similar dream to the one that he had recently given to her and I'd shared here on this channel. Okay, so very quickly, our sister here said that she was sliding off a very steep hill on what appeared to be a skating board or some type of bike of sorts. And while she was sliding down very, very fast, she was concerned that she didn't have on her seatbelt. And her seatbelt here represents holding for long term. Keep that in mind. Or holding your cryptocurrency. That's what the seatbelt means. Now, because of the speed at which it was falling off. She felt endangered. As a result, she was also tempted. She wanted to smash the brakes. Now, this here is very important. Now, she knew that she couldn't smash the brakes while this thing was sliding down at those speeds, because it would cause an accident, obviously, and she would end up harming herself. What does this here mean? That part is pretty obvious. It means trying to exit your position. You see, trying to sell out of, usually it's out of panic or fear, while watching the markets crashing that fast. Now, I'm going to try to prevent you guys from experiencing that. You see, because that's why Yah gave her the vision, right? So for all of you out there, I'm going to try my best to help you so as to not to experience that. But remember, as I mentioned before, character flaws, guys. Character flaws can keep you from partaking in the full extent of the wealth transfer. You may make some money, but it will not be the maximum amount that you could potentially make out of it. So my intention here is to help prevent you from experiencing that. Now, I'm pretty sure that I've told you all of this before. Unless you're an experienced trader, I wouldn't advise anyone to try to perfectly bottom Lunc or any other coin for that matter. Wisdom is to purchase and to hodl through the ups and downs. The ups and downs of the markets are the price that you will pay for success in cryptocurrency in general. And so when it comes to certain coins, including Lunc, they're currently at a buy price. They have already crashed. So even when Bitcoin starts to crash and Lunc is following it, it will crash nowhere near as much as these other blue chip coins. So that means that you don't have to worry about your money going to zero. No, why? We all know that 1 cent for this coin is coming. And this is where your character will come into play. You will need to exercise faith and discipline through the ups and downs, because otherwise you're going to miss out. That is the exact way how and why many people are going to miss out, as the sister is seen in her dream. It will be as a result of not exercising discipline and patience, and also faith, believing that it will not stay at whatever price it will go, but it will rebound and go much, much higher. No one knows the timing of, or no one can predict the exact bottom of these coins. And as a result, wisdom is to always be positioned. Be in position and put on your seatbelt, which means to hold your coins. Now, I'm talking about Lunc here specifically. And I also believe that that's what our sister here was also speaking about. Perhaps that's what she's holding. A majority of her holdings is in Lunc, or maybe just Lunc alone, but that's what I'm talking about here. This doesn't apply for other coins such as the blue chips. Those, they have a lot of room to crash and will crash a lot more than coins like Lunc and these other prophetic meme coins that I've been sharing with you guys. These coins like Lunc and these other coins that I've shared with you guys will go down a little in comparison to these other coins. So don't be worried about you losing the entirety of your holdings. It is true that Lunc will crash, not if, but when Bitcoin starts to crash as well. Because I've also checked out Bitcoin on the charts, and on the monthly charts, we're just a couple of days away from printing this new monthly candle, which appears to be some kind of bearish hammer candle. And that would most definitely seal the fate of Bitcoin. You see, that would tell us that we're definitely heading lower. And I've also taken a look at Lunc on the weekly charts, and it's that chart that we're currently on. And it doesn't look too bullish for Lunc as well in the short term on the weekly time frame. You see, if we were to close this weekly candle come this Sunday at the price point that it's at or lower, that's indicating that we're definitely going lower for Lunc. And what are you guys to do with all of this information? So we have an understanding that, yes, there's a very high, a much, much higher than lower chance that Bitcoin and Lunc will roll over and go lower. This is what I want you guys to do. Instead of waiting until the crash starts to happen, as our sister here had seen, and out of panic or fear, you jump out of your position, being uncertain of even when you're going to jump back in. Instead of doing that, think now. Now is the time. Think clearly what decision you're going to make, what you're going to do right now. Don't wait until that time. I'm telling you the truth. If you were to do that right now, you would save yourself a lot of stress and a lot of money. Decide whether you're going to hold through the dips, which is, in my opinion, wisdom, because whatever dips that Lunc is going to have right now is going to be short-lived. I don't know. No one knows how low it's going to go. All I can tell you is going to be short-lived. So you're going to decide whether you're going to hold through it or you're going to sell an attempt to purchase in at a lower price, which will be in my opinion, the more riskier way. Why? Because no one knows where the exact bottom is. No one knows, guys. I mean, based off of dreams, I've shared dreams before where someone mentioned that they saw the Lunc bottoming out around 403, but that is a dream, guys. You see, they're not 100% accurate. They're giving you perhaps ballpark numbers, you see. And when we add Mr. Evans' dream that he had, we know for a fact we should be able to expect that crash that's coming because Mr. Evans saw basically what had just recently played out. Lunc pumped in a step formation, and then afterwards he said that it tanked. But most importantly is not the tanking. He said that it rebounded so fast, and that's the snapback effect that I recently explained to you guys, that is going to snap back very, very fast. And you don't know at what price or when it's going to do that. And you may end up selling at a loss and you're attempting to jump back in, but it snapped back so fast that you end up buying even at a higher price than what you would sold. And that's a double loss on your part. So that's what the interpretation of this dream is all about. You see, navigating the ups and downs of the markets, because she went on to say that she had seen a roller coaster, and it was the biggest roller coaster that she's ever seen. And that there is depicting the dramatic spikes in the markets. You see, the ups and the downs, the very quick, very fast spikes to the upsides, and the deep dips that are coming as well. When people are taking profits, we're going to be experiencing a lot of that, guys. Very, very high spikes, very, very deep dips, which is very much like a roller coaster, as our sister here has seen. And on a roller coaster, guys, would you want to go on a roller coaster without having on your seatbelt? No. You see, so you don't want to navigate these ups and downs without holding your cryptocurrency. What you don't want to do is to be thinking about jumping out at every sign of a minor pullback. You see, and then FOMOing back at every sign of a pump. You don't want to do that, guys. That's how you will lose money. You will completely miss out on the wealth transfer if you have that mindset and you don't have that discipline of holding for the long term. Because I myself, Yah had shown me that several of these coins, including Lunc, it's going to get up to the 1 cent price points, guys. It will do it. And it's going to catch a lot of us off guard because it surprised me in the experience. So I was thinking, when did it get up here? And for the ones who didn't hold for it to get up there, they would have all missed out. The ones who had sold out before time, they would have missed out. Remember, guys, all of the previous crypto millionaires, the way that they became crypto millionaires, they didn't become crypto millionaires by selling out too early, chasing every pump, FOMOing into every pump, and selling at the sign of every pullback in the markets. No. The way that all of them became crypto millionaires, they purchased while it was at a good buy price, which Lunc is currently at. I've told you guys so many times before that Lunc, even at its price that is currently at, is at a buy price. It's not at a sell price, because it had proceeded to crash from a $126 something. So it is sitting at an extremely good buy price, even right now at the price that it's currently at. And it's still, in my opinion, more dangerous to be outside of Lunc than to be in it. And these market movements that I'm pretty sure that are coming will test everyone. And those who lack discipline and patience, they will be shaken out. You see, unfortunately, they will be shaken out of their positions. The ones that have discipline, they will make it until the end. They will make it up to the 1 cent price point, which I know for certain is most definitely coming. Now, our sister went on to say that she wasn't the only one that was sliding off of this cliff. There was others ahead of her on the cliff going downwards, which could represent they perhaps have more invested in Lunc. So they're down more on their investment. That's what that means, obviously. But then her dream switched where she saw a tent and there was a group of people under the tent. And then she saw Brother Keith, I think Pastor Keith, and he was giving a warning, which reminded her of other revelations that Yah had given to her, that not everyone will make it into cryptocurrency wealth transfer. And then she started to pray and ask God that hopefully she'll be one of them that will be worthy to partake in the wealth transfer. And this here is also very important. Prayer is very, very, very important, guys, because the wealth transfer is spiritual. If you think that the enemy wants you to partake in the wealth transfer, you think again. And don't even think that they won't come after you. Very, very soon, perhaps even shortly thereafter, or even near to the end of it, you're going to see the changes that the governments are going to be making in attempts to stop what's happening. They're going to try to come after us through the laws and the changing of the laws in some way, shape, or form. I'm pretty sure that they're going to come after us. So be expectant. And I've also shared with you that we will need the anointing of God to protect us after the wealth transfer. You see, the wealth transfer very much has to do with the latter rain. I have seen this for myself, and we will need it. Without the latter rain protection, the latter rain anointing, it doesn't even make any sense that we receive this money, because we're going to lose it faster than we got it. You see, the latter rain anointing is to protect us on several different levels in every area of our lives. You see, health, mentally, physically, in every single area of our lives. So prayer and seeking the Lord is essential. It is mandatory. So guys, please go on ahead and do with this information what you will. You all know what's coming ahead for Bitcoin, and as a result, what is also coming ahead for Lunc. Lunc is expected to have a pullback, a temporary pullback. It's not going to last forever. It's going to be temporary. Afterwards, it's going to proceed to spike, because we're definitely going to have that bull run that's going to take it up to 1 cent. That is mostly important even than this crash, because it has already crashed, guys. So it doesn't have that much more to crash. So those who are disciplined enough to ride through the dips that is coming, you're going to take advantage of this. And this is in regards to Lunc. For other coins, a whole different thing. Coins like XRP and XLM and all of these, God knows how low those coins are going to be crashing. But here we're talking about coins like Lunc. And if it's also the prophetic meme coins, the same thing applies. Like Kishu, Inu, BNB Tiger, these are at a buy price, guys. They're not at sell prices. So even if you see them start pulling back, I don't know who would be selling these coins. That's unless, of course, you don't have an idea of where these coins are going. I know that these coins are going to get up and they're going to cancel several zeros. Some of them are going to cancel all of their zeros. So I wouldn't be looking or even thinking to sell these coins. WikiCat, BNB Tiger, BNB Lion, Digimon Rabbit. Guys, these coins are hedges against the Bitcoin crash, because the liquidity at some point is going to start flowing into them. Do not miss out because of fear or lack of discipline. Please, guys. Now, you do with this information what you will. Think now what strategy you're going to take before that time comes and then you react out of fear. Don't do that. Decide right now. Now is the time to decide what you're going to do. As it regards to you guys who are holding Lunc. Are you going to hold through the dips, or you're going to sell and set low limit buy orders? Decide now. Decide now. Don't sell out of fear whenever you see the markets capitulating, because the capitulation will most definitely happen. It's coming. So there you have it, guys. You guys please take care of yourselves. Peace. Shalom. Until next time.